I'm gonna play two songs. I got two songs I'm gonna play just to bring people in. We going in. Put up a fair use disclaimer.
You know, I know I speak for me and Bronze on this hill, you know what I mean? You know, I don't want to be famous up in this world like that, you know what I'm saying? I just want to do this work for the Most High, you know, I ain't trying to give autographs out and take pictures and do all that. You know, I just want to do the work, you know what I mean? The Heavenly Father gave me a talent and a choice to make. Either use it for the enemy or use it for Him to wake up His people in the last days. So I made a decision to choose Him and not the things of this world. I want to be honored by the Most High in the kingdom and in that heavenly world. Yeah. I don't want to be famous in this world. I want to be famous in the heavens, so I can hear well done by your shot in the heavenly order. I don't wanna be famous in this world. I wanna be famous in the heavens, so I can hear well done. Well done, my good and faithful servant.
Yeah, look. No mind, no selfie, come get that bit. Giving up that firm fist like a child legit. Top of the wood. Look, mama, we made it. Yeah, I'm meat down to my grizzle. Modest down to my bum. And I ain't talking no record deal when I say I'm trying to get on. Don't got no Snapchat, don't got no Instagram. If you catch me on FB, got less than 300 friends. I ain't trying to be popular, I ain't trying to be famous. Not in this for no praises. Send mine up when you praying. Like Father, watch over Brother Bronze and Fred that they don't fold. Bless they hand in your work and the path they walk on. We worried about the wrong things. Switch up when people get around you. What they think can't save you. How the Most High feel about you. No time to be like Mike, just trying to be like Christ. When that gate open up, only time I'ma need to see bright lights,
I don't wanna be famous in this world. I wanna be famous in the heavens, so I can hear well done by your shot in the heavenly order. I don't wanna be famous in this world. I wanna be famous in the heavens, so I can hear well done, my good and faithful servant.
Rainbow hairdos, face full of tattoos. 1 minute earth yours, next minute bad news. All of this fake love, people that hate love, telling you congratulations, really wanna see a great dub. Sought that refuge, hid in the Most High. Chaos, fun, life boring when you really living right. Can't have both, gotta make a choice. You'll never have peace, hearing all that noise. No life around murderers, one of them gon' kill it. Ain't no honor among thieves, somebody gon' steal it. No more on Saturday, I'll be keeping that Sabbath day. Looking at the script all day, I ain't talking no matinee. No time for the play at the judgment. Wanna have them all apply me for my heyday. No time to be like Mike, just trying to be like Christ. I ain't thinking about your roster, need my name in the book of life,
I don't wanna be famous in this world. I wanna be famous in the heavens, so I can hear well done by your shout in the heavenly Father. I don't wanna be famous in this world. I wanna be famous in the heavens, so I can hear well done, my good and faithful servant.
You know, I was reading Apocalypse of Paul. You know how when he got a chance to see the heavens and all that. You know how all our forefathers and them was bragging and talking about how much of a good work he was doing down on the earth. You know, waking up all of these people. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's famous in the heavens right there.
You remember, you know, Paul before then he was killing people for believing in Yeshua. You know what I'm saying?
We all got a pass, huh? Yeah.
So, you know, I want to be on that level.
I don't wanna be famous in this world. Not in this world. I wanna be famous in the heavens. Only in the heavens, so I can hear well done. In the heavenly. Oh yeah. I don't wanna be famous in this world. I wanna be famous in the heavens. Only in the heavens. Yeah. So I can hear well done. Now my good and faithful servant.
You heard that?
Ooh, oh, like Paul was.
Like Paul was, you know what I mean?
Oh, he was highly respected.
Highly respected up there.
Up in the heavens.
Yeah.
For all the work he did. Yeah.
All the work he put in teaching these people, you know what I'm saying?
Teaching these
people back then.
Oh, way back then.
Yeah.
That's how I wanna be. Oh, Bronze, what about you?
Bronze, what about you? Ty, I know you down for that. Christ said in Mark 8:34, "Whosoever shall come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever shall save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. For what shall it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his own soul?"
I'd like to return to the classics.
They wanna be famous. They want the women, fast cars, and riches. They wanna gain the whole world and lose their soul. So they wanna be famous. They want the mansions up in the hills. They don't want salvation from the Most High, so they can live. Selling their souls for material riches. Yeah. You give them the truth, they don't even wanna listen.
Nah.
They popping bottles like it's all good.
Yeah.
But some of these cats never make it out the hood. They end up being a sacrifice.
A sacrifice.
Because
poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So you see what I'm saying? We rich, man. We already rich. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you got some of these cats, they'll sacrifice their mama, you know what I'm saying? You know, the one who brought them in the world for money and fame.
And now for my next
You know what I'm saying? Tell me how crazy that is.
they wanna be famous. They want the women, fast cars, and riches. They wanna gain the whole world and lose their soul. So they wanna be famous. They want the mansions up in the hills. They don't want salvation from the Most High, so they don't know that the truth can really help set them free. They already rich than they could ever be.
That's right.
With the Most High's wisdom.
Yeah.
But they won't seek, and they won't see. They don't want eternal life. No, they want everything in the physical realm. But this is Satan's kingdom, and he's out to destroy and kill.
That's right. Matthew 19:21. Yeshua said unto him, If thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. So come follow Yeshua. You know what I'm saying? You know, I used to be one of them ones that wanted to be famous back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But I found out what was really going on. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High saved me from myself. You know, I went into a deep depression at one time because I wanted to be rich so bad and famous.
They wanna be famous, famous. They want the women, fast cars, and riches. They wanna gain the whole world and lose their soul. So they wanna be famous, famous. They want the mansions up in the hills. They don't want salvation from the Most High, so they can live.
I mean, I was headed down the wrong road, you know what I'm saying? Selling my soul, you know, and lead other people the wrong way. But thank the Father, he saved me from my own destruction. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of these cats, man, be more afraid of Satan than they feel the Most High. You know what I'm saying? They must don't know that this world about to perish. You know what I'm saying? They starting all these world wars and all that. And these cats worried about a dollar that's about to collapse. You know what I mean? Seek the Most High and the kingdom.
Yeah. Shalom. Y'all heard what he said. Seek the Most High in his kingdom. I heard it. It's your Ibar. And you got Brother Cortez on here. Cortez Israel. What's good with y'all?
Nothing, man. Enduring, man.
Yeah, buddy.
You know,
Nothing wrong with that.
trying to stay cool in this hot weather. That's all.
Hey, you ain't gotta fight tornadoes. Message. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can if you want, you can go ahead and lead it off with this. You know, you good with the speeching and whatnot. And shouts out to them the songs, Fred the Genius and Brother Bruns too. Shout out to them out. Check their pages out.
All right. Oh yeah, man. We got this is episode number 19, right?
Yes, sir.
Is the music industry a weapon against the Black community? We had to do this one. It's a timely one because it's been a lot of ratchetness and a lot of ratchetness going on in the music industry, man, and not just on the women's side, but you know, men and women. It's like all that's coming out is it seems like it's gender or like it's meant to target our youth, you know, because you know, of course, we have a generation of you know, fatherless children, you know, so you don't really have structure in the home, so you have you know, kids being raised on this whole culture of hip hop. I don't even know if you can call it that no, but yeah, this whole culture of music, but yeah, the brother, shout out brother Benaya. He has some technical difficulties with his laptop, but yeah, we're gonna hold it down for the brother. Actually, he's bed right now. But anyway, yeah, again, is the music industry a weapon against the Black community? What would you say, bro?
I would say to that question, I would say yes, it is. The reason why I would say yes is just a whole, I don't know, just a whole look at it, the whole image of music now is not how it once was. Like it started off. Remember, once upon a time, it used to be party music and stuff like that. And then you go to conscious music, and from the
Mm.
party and country music, it started getting more and more darker. Now you got the quote unquote gangster music coming out during the like the NWA days and all that stuff. And then
Mhm.
the 90s come in, you got this what they would call real N-word rap coming out or whatever you want to call it. And then now you just got it blowed and high and drunk music and look like zombie music. I don't know what the heck to call it now. And it's like they only using our people to do it. So I would say, yeah, it's a weapon against our people. Because like why they don't use country music for well rock and roll dark. So rap and rock and roll, yeah, are two weapons, I say that. You ain't hearing no R&B. I'm sure they got messages in that crap too, but it's just not like rap and rock and roll is, but mainly rap. Rap is the number one weapon out here. Everybody follow that. So yeah, I say it's a weapon for sure. And an attack on the little ones.
Yeah, and I think it's something special about our people with with music because we hold that certain gift of we very spiritual, not only spiritual and praising God, but doing music, So when we kind of this music out there, they create these avenues for it to get out there for everybody to listen. And it influences a whole generation because, when you have music about, love and when Nelly had that song out with him and old girl, you was in love, bro. You know,
Yeah, no matter what I do,
yeah, you was caked up. But nah, man, when the vibration was that, you had a vibration of high school kids booed up, But now it's like them days is over. And that's why I wanted to ask you. So I got a question. So do you think it had good intentions at one point, or do you think it just was like progressively them waiting for the right time to come with the agenda, or do you think it really had good intentions at one point?
I think it actually I think it did start it off like innocent, quote unquote, like at first. And then they seen the influence. This is my opinion. So I think it started off with a genuine, like, just motivate our people, uplift our people, something for us to have or do, quote unquote. And I think that the powers that be seen the influence of how we can move the world, and they had to find a way to infiltrate it. And what better way to infiltrate a bunch of broke people? What I mean by broke is not spiritually, physically broke, like money and we ghettos and all that. So how could you influence a bunch of broke people like that is with these riches of this world and all that stuff. Hey, we'll give you a big house, big car, whatever. Just do this. Just do that. Hey, you know what? I got a song I wrote a song. You want to sing it for me? You good at singing. You want to do it for me? You know how they slap their songs in there. They had these ghostwriters and all that, and like so. Yeah, I think it started off innocent at once upon a time, and then it just got infiltrated through wicked influences. Yeah,
Yeah, that's interesting. I had just seen a video of man, what's that girl name? Because right now they got all these big female artists.
yeah.
Uh, what's that girl, man? She be with the other chick. I think her name like Suki or something. Be
Might be.
ratchetness, but I just seen an old video of her where she was saying like I sold my soul to the devil, and
Hmm.
I was like, dang, I ain't know she said that.
A lot of them do that though. Remember Kanye said that too on that concert. I sold my soul to the devil. What he say? I sold my soul, but at least it came with a toy and a happy meal or something like that. He said,
Crappy deal,
"Yeah,
came with
yeah,
yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think what they do, they come to people who come from bad situations, like financially, you come to the hood and you go to somebody that's talented, and it could start off with good intentions, at first. Who knows? Because a lot of these people start off independent, and they grab these people and offer them these big numbers to push a certain type of music out or agenda, and that's how they get them. That's why that love of that money, man, it's a bad thing, man.
Yeah.
Um, if you would be willing to do anything, you'd be willing to sell your people out. You know, selling your people out ain't just what these politicians doing, but selling your people out is pushing that energy out there. For bad
Mhm.
things to happen. That's blood on your hands. You know what I'm saying? Like we was
Mhm.
talking about the one time, we was talking about the whole Young Jeezy movement, or that whole trap movement. A lot of young boys went to jail behind that, or died behind that, or people was hooked on crack behind that. You know what I'm saying?
Where
Everybody
his,
wanted to be a dope boy at that time.
where did his son go though? Like you said, a lot of our people went to jail, our children and stuff, died, all that stuff. Where did his son go though?
Yeah, college probably. Probably put his
Exactly.
college
I can
with
show,
that.
show the picture of that. His brother went to college. Like, man, how you gonna feed that poison to our kids, but not yours?
Yeah,
That ain't
so
the only one I heard. I think it's the what's the girl? Cardi B. I think that's her name. Yeah, Cardi B. I think that's what it was. She was basically saying, I think somebody questioned her about her music. Like, why you ain't letting your daughter listen to it or something of that nature? I can't remember exactly how it go. But she was basically telling her, like, I don't want my daughter listening to this music. So the lady was like, then why
yeah,
would you put it out? Our daughter's listening to it. She basically saying that's up to you if you let her listen to it. Like, bro, that's irresponsible. Like, I feel what she's saying. Like, that is up to the parent to let them listen to it. But at the same time, you're on a big platform. You got a responsibility with this too. It's called loving your neighbor as yourself. You just said you don't want your daughter listening to it.
you know what they getting them with too, the children. They getting them with these TikTok videos because let's say you don't want your child to listen to that type of music. They'll come with a TikTok video that our children like to watch. Little kids playing with toys or video games, whatever, and then have that type of music playing. And you might hear your child singing something. You be like, "Huh? Where you hear that? Oh, TikTok video." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and it's like that's why we call it a weapon, because it's a weapon. They know, they know for the most part, me and you, we can be like, okay, that's the devil right there. I don't want that in this house. But a lot of people are just struggling to make it. You got a lot of single parents who just trying to make it, and they gotta work 10, 12 hours off the day. They're not there to watch their child, or raise their child, or and it's a bad thing. They creating a generation of lawlessness. You know what I'm saying? A generation of basically walking zombies, man. That's just Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing. That's
Mm.
all.
Hey, you ain't lying. That's all they pushing too, and that is that Sodom and Gomorrah stuff. Not just from not just with the homosexual stuff, even like you said, with the lawlessness. That's that man. Ooh, that's crazy. That's a
Yes.
situation, especially when you a child with parents that don't have guidance. Like a lot of these parents don't have guidance, so they let the kids just go ahead and indulge
Mm.
in it. Ooh, and that's a scary thing. Now you said something about TikTok though. I got this little TikTok thing I stumbled across the other day. And like you said, they get brainwashed with a lot of this TikTok stuff. So look, check this little TikTok thing out though. I think the dude is like a pastor like that, but he pointed out something about this video. It's basically about, they got a lot of hidden images and whatever, quote unquote, in their video, basically just representing, honoring, or whatever the word is that go right there, the God that they worship. It's one of the videos right here. Check it out. Can you hear?
You Right. Watch this.
Day period of me making these songs, one song a day. So it had 7 songs. Basically, that's an album. So I had made a whole full album.
In Doja Cat's video to the song You Right, it starts off in heaven. Her name is on the gate as if the kingdom of heaven belongs to her. Now she's standing on a checkerboard floor, which is a symbol for duality and used during occultic rituals. Now take a look at this. Notice the resemblance. See, she deified herself on this video as a female goddess. In fact, she's performing a ritual that is traced back to Egypt, which involves the worship of the sun god Ra. That's why the sun is shining so bright in the background. See, one thing they don't do is tell people how dangerous this form of worship is. Throughout history, it has been used to channel unclean spirits. In fact, it's rooted in the demonic. Another way they worship the sun is by placing their hand or an object over their right eye. Now take a look at Doja Cat. She's doing the same thing. And at her 27th birthday party, she had the all-seeing eye placed on her birthday cake. Y'all still don't see the truth? Doja Cat is portraying herself as goddess that represents sexual immorality and many other degrading things. Why you think she pushes the agenda in her music and then turn around and deify herself as a goddess? Take a look above her. Notice the balancing scales are attached to horns. Who do y'all think they are paying homage to? Baphomet, the goat-headed image that represents Satan. On one of the scales is a beating heart. On the other scale is gold. The heart represents the soul, and the gold represents the wealth of this world. Here's the message. They have exchanged their souls for the riches of this world. Doja Cat, like many other artists, have sold out for the riches of the world. And I'm going to tell you this with boldness. Whether you know it or not, if you are praising these people, you are bowing down to idols. I get it. You love entertainment. I get it. You love art. But the reality is, this is not the case. Protect your eyes. Protect your ears. Separate yourself from anyone who pushes the devil's agenda. God bless you.
Yeah, hey, the brother was putting he was saying 1,000 words in a little bit of time. But, hey, how you feel about what he was saying, though?
I think it just further just solidify what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah, these people, I mean, man, I think they okay, so I know the chick, I think her name is Doja Cat. I remember she had a real simple song, but it's like, let's say for example, me, I put out a song on YouTube. It starts to get traction, let's say about 100,000 views. I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get a phone call, like, hey, set up a meeting, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they gonna bring the offer to that table. People we like that money, man. Like that money. And a good example of that, because I know a lot of brothers and sisters, they look at it as a way of financial gain. But you got to think, a lot of these people, they selling their souls and then they dying broke. You know what I'm saying? They're not really, and you can't. And you got some people that be like, well, I'm gonna be this big star, but I'm not gonna sell my soul. Okay, that might be true, but they got other ways. They got so many weapons to come at you. For example, the brother Tory Lanez, man, he had figured out a way, because he actually got an offer from Rock Nation. turned it down because a lot of these brothers they don't want to sell they publishing and they masters.
Right.
So they
Yeah.
like so he ended up turning it down and he ended up figuring out a way where he can push out his music and get the money come directly to him versus the label. Because the label will usually pay you your payout from what you made from your album sales. So he figured out a way to get the music to the fans for $1 a copy. This brother sold like millions of copies. It became crazy. Right after that, when that's when that whole situation happens. So they'll take your weaknesses because a lot of these people, man, they got to be drugged up. They be addicted to drugs, addicted to alcohol, addicted to something, and they put you in certain environments with these things. And they got witches to come at you. They got female women. They be putting these celebrities with other people.
So
Yeah,
them
man,
female witnesses they put on with. So
yeah,
Megan Thee Stallion was probably one. Sure. I know was probably a 9 out of 10. She is a witch. Sure. And that's who you're
yeah.
dealing with. Yeah, that's a good example though. Because their brother, what he say, he cracked the code. And they didn't like that. But they ended up giving him like 10 years?
It's
Yeah, I
what's
think
interesting
like
about that is they didn't even find they didn't even find no DNA. I mean no gunpowder, and the chick was walking like he didn't have no bullet wounds
exactly.
to her. But they gonna find a way to get you. Oh, you don't want to come get this? Okay. You want to sign this contract? All right. Because
Mhm.
once you gain so much, man, they coming for you.
Requirement.
You got
Yeah.
too much power. Too much power.
Yeah. That's what people got to understand. In this world, you can't expect how should I put it? In this world, basically, you can't expect to rise above a certain level without having to compromise because this is not a righteous world. So you can't expect to do too much righteousness in this world on that level that they on. You most definitely can't. We know that's that's basically Satan's industry, right? Man. He run that stuff. He put his watchers out there to watch the people and see how elevated they get. And once, like you said, once they get to a certain level, all these offers come. But they make it sound smooth though. Like they'd do something like, "Hey, we seen your YouTube video. You did million, 2 million, 3, 5 million on this one video. We see the talent that you got. We can help you push it to the next level." Dave Chappelle was talking about, "Hey, it'd be real funny. You put this dress on. Hey, like it only take a certain type of person to turn that stuff down. It
Yeah.
takes a certain type of person, and not too many of our people would turn that down. Hey, $2 million in my face right here. I'm taking that. My mama broke. Shoot, I can get out the hood. I can get me a Bentley, a
Mhm.
chain. You know what I'm saying? Our people will take that quickly, and that'd be the downfall. Being so money hungry, chasing the bag, quote unquote. That's our downfall.
Yeah. Yeah. That money, man, that money get to talking. You don't have no alternative or no type of moral or
Mhm.
and that's why and I hate to get so because I know a lot of people won't be open minded or speak to a wider audience, but that's why the gospel of Christ is important because it's the alternative. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think that this life is just it. You hear the saying, you only get one life to live. Sure, that's true to an extent, but it's not the whole oh, we only get one life. Let's wild out. Let's because
Right.
the way according to how you live this life, it determines on where you go after this life. So
Exactly.
it's like YOLO, you only live once, or do as
Yeah,
thou
about the
wilt.
time.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So a lot of people try to sell themselves out to have a good life in this world, but guess what? You're selling yourself out to have eternal damnation. You get what I'm saying? So I would much rather suffer in this world than like I say Moses, for example. Moses could have been one of the he could have been directly up under Pharaoh. He could have had all the riches. We talking about Egypt, ancient Egypt. This was one of the greatest empires at that time. So what he say? He had morals. He seen his brother, his brother getting beat up. by the Egyptian guard. And you know, he had a love for his people once he started to realize who he was. But once you start understanding what the whole what this world really is, what these empires are and what they pushing, and you know, having a love for your people, there's no way you can push this type of stuff out, man. There's no
Yeah.
way. There's no way.
Mhm.
Hey bro, can you play that can you do me a favor and play that it's a Dame right there. It's a video of Dame and Dash right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, wait for it to load up now. I'm waiting for it to load up. Uh, this one.
To be official in drill music means you got to really be doing what you're saying. So you're actually asking to put up music that talks about people, kids killing each other. Now, I'm not knocking.
Oh snap! My bad. I made a main mistake. Hit the thing.
And we pulled up.
And if you go into a record company right now, they'll say all we want is drill music. Meaning, and to be official in drill music means you got to really be doing what you're saying. So you're actually asking to put up music that talks about people, kids killing each other. Now, I'm not knocking the kids because they don't know no better. But what I'm knocking is the people, the adults that try to make money off of these kids hurting themselves, put insurance policies on them because they're like, we'll get paid regardless. Actually, we'll get paid more if they die.
Damn, that's fucked up. True.
Every time a signed rapper dies, there's an insurance policy. Thank you. There's an insurance policy, and people make $100 million of what they think they could have made. And if you go into a record company right now, they'll say,
Yeah. Look what happened. You got Michael Jackson, Prince, all them passed away. Where did that money go? Especially with Prince, he ain't had no wife, no kids, no nothing. So all that money went back to that company. All that money. Yeah. Play that one more time.
say all we want is drill music. Meaning, and to be official in drill music means you got to really be doing what you're saying. So you're actually asking to put up music that talks about people, kids killing each other. Now, I'm not knocking the kids because they don't know no better. But what I'm knocking is the people, the adults that try to make money off of these kids hurting themselves, put insurance policies on them because they're like, we'll get paid regardless. Actually, we'll get paid more if they die.
Damn, that's fucked up. True.
Every time a signed rapper dies, there's an insurance policy.
Yeah. Another example, look at Tupac. He passed away, or whatever the situation was with that. Man, they was making so much. It seemed like they made more money when he passed away. What he dropped like 5 more albums when he passed. He got Better Days. What was that? I think until the end of time. The Resurrection CD that Eminem did. Shoot, they came out with that movie.
Man, they're a whole nother move now, man. They doing artificial intelligence. They could drop a whole album with Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
yeah, it is.
That's crazy. That's part of, and that's part of, man. That's got to be some type of ritual that they take when they first get into this thing, signing contracts and all that. It's a certain initiative that they got to put forth to even get the sign contract. They got to agree to something, and a lot of these musicians and artists did that. They done agreed to something, and when stuff get out of hand that they didn't think was gonna get like that, now they want out, but shoot, they don't want to let you go. You done signed this contract. And that's great. Matter of fact, I got something right quick too.
Let me say this real fast.
Uh-huh.
Back and it was a point of them artists was having whole careers. I think somebody was using the example. I think that was again. He said Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. These artists had whole careers, but now with this whole drill music, they dead before they can even drop the album, bro. they didn't already checked out.
That's
So
sad.
like he was saying in the video, these labels, they know what's gonna happen to these dudes. Now a lot of times they sacrificing them themselves, you know what I'm saying? So what they doing is right before they dropped the album, they lost their life. So now when they die, who does that money go to? That goes back to the label, plus that insurance money. And it's chess, man. It's sad, bro. Real sad. So now you just killed a million birds with one stone. You know, the artist died, and now you got a whole generation of kids who won't get sacrificed to this dude music or woman music.
Mm, that's real talk. Hey, we gonna get to that too. On weird sacrifices and all that. We gonna get to that. You're absolutely right. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about though. Like before they even get them contracts, it's some type of ritual they gotta fulfill in order to even be able to write their name on it. That's why you see a lot of these artists is still torn. Charlie Wilson, what's his name? Charles Wilson. And this dude, like 70 years old, still got a tour. Like, bro, what kind of contract you signed?
Oh yeah, hey, and look, and this is I'm telling you, bro, it's an effort right now to put the woman as the head over Babylon right now. If you look at the music, if you look at the, you know, everything, they're trying to uplift the woman as like as like a goddess, man. You know, I don't know, man. That place is crazy right now. And you
That's
know,
why I
we
played
get
that
to
first video. That's exactly why I played that first video. They was uplifting her. She was the goddess star.
yeah. You see Beyonce do this, they do the same thing with her with all that
Exactly. Yeah.
symbolism and all that.
Yeah. People don't believe it. People don't believe it, but it's an A&R that used to be with No Limit. He gonna tell the type of things that take place a little. He gonna go a little bit into it. I'm about to go ahead and hit the play.
I'm telling y'all, they fucking niggas around out here.
And excuse the language too, y'all. Everybody know we're a Bible podcast, whatnot, but you know, like I said before, just eat the meat and spit out the bones and just get the message that's coming through.
Y'all, they are fucking niggas around. They giving niggas some shit that ain't even what you think. You fuck around, wake up tomorrow, shit, ass nigga with a footy on, and don't know what the fuck you just done did. I mean, real shit. Your motherfucker meat pistol fucked up and your ass hurting. You don't know what the fuck to say. You don't know who to take.
Once again, excuse the lingo. He just basically telling y'all the best that he could say it. Basically saying that it was some type of sexual transaction that took place, quote unquote.
But this is what the game is going to. That's what it's going to. Then here it is, it's time for a contract to come out. Nigga want to sign you for 5 years. You like, nah, dog. So you don't want to sign with us? Nah. Not for no, nah. Man, pop in the tape. Show this nigga what he did last night. I'm serious. Dude, this real shit I'm telling y'all though. Pop in the tape. You sitting that motherfucker like, man, what the fuck? Yeah, well, what the fuck? That's what happened. You got fucked. What you gonna do? You gonna sign that contract? You don't want nobody in the hood to see that shit.
Bro, remember what happened to Young Buck, right? When the tape, quote unquote, came out on him. Like, could he be telling the truth about this? Because he said, hey, certain things
I
happen.
don't know, man. Allegedly, man, he was on top, bro. I don't know. Allegedly.
But that's what he's saying though. Like, stuff happen, you don't even know. You so good, like you said, they so drugged up. They be drunk and high and whatever else. They ain't even in their right mind state. They doing whatever. And when you come back to reality, and like he said, they come with this contract, you're like, hold up, 5 years or whatever, 2 years? No, I'm straight. You're like, what do you mean you straight? So you don't want to sign? Look, check out what you did last night. So who knows? That brother can be high, whatever. Who knows? He could have been in his right mind. Some of these be the undercover brothers too. So, but that's the message that he's saying though. Like, hey, Actually, they got evidence of stuff you don't want to be exposed. So you're gonna sign these bogus contracts. That's why a lot of these rappers get them bogus contracts because they done did some stuff they don't want the world to see. So they just go ahead and sign that so they can try and keep it in secret.
That's interesting because look at R. Kelly. I remember back in the day, bro. Them tapes was at the gas station. You know, we go to the local gas station. You know, they had all the tapes, man. You know that the Arabs were selling all that junk. So how now, like 20, 30 years later, you get convicted for this over here? Like it'd be about timing with them, man. If you ain't cooperating with something, that's when they so let's go
Yeah,
get them.
you say the timing. That's like, hey, just hey, if they don't got no homo stuff on you, they'll make you look bad, make you look like a crackhead or something. What they did to DMX. You know what I'm saying? So it's something they don't like you say, it's timing. When they finish with you, they make you look bad, as well as if you don't want to compromise, they'll make you look bad. Tory Lanez gave this brother 10 years. So yeah. I'm gonna click on this. I'm gonna try and finish it. If he do too much more profanity, I'm gonna just stop it. Y'all will get the idea.
You don't want this shit to get out, dog. I'm telling y'all, and this is what I'm gonna tell y'all like this. These niggas that you see constantly high, they're not getting high because they like to get high. They're getting high because they know what they done and they can't live
Message.
with that shit for real. So I'm telling y'all this from me. This is some real shit. This real shit I'm telling y'all. This real shit. So a nigga tell you, man, oh man, I got fucked around with my contract. No, they ain't talking about paperwork. These niggas got fucked around for real. So I'm just.
It just came to mind now that he said that. I remember them boys B2K. They was talking about, like he said, when they got quote unquote effed around on their contract, he wasn't talking about paperwork, he was talking about a physical F around. And I remember they went on live TV and told that their manager, which was some of their uncles, was molesting them. Wasn't like
It was
Chris
the one
Stokes.
brother. It was the one brother, the light skinned one that was saying that all of them got banged up by him. But a lot of them was denying it. You know, I guess they probably more embarrassed. But he was,
Yeah. I remember that just came to mind when he was saying what he was saying. So his brother not lying, y'all.
I'm telling y'all, shit that y'all might be hearing for y'allself, man, this shit ain't no lie. This shit real talk. I can say this shit because I'm a real nigga.
Hey, that's enough of this though. He's doing a lot of profanity, but y'all get the message, man. It's just certain rituals these people got to do to make it to that level. And like he said, y'all wonder why everybody's so high. Look at Lil Wayne, brother, so dang on blow. He looked like somebody old grandmama now. He got so blow because he strained to what he done did to get them riches.
A lot of people might think this is going off topic, but it's actually we showing how they break these artists down to the point where now they got them right where they want them to utilize them to be able to, you know, push an agenda to our people. You know, so if I got all your dirty laundry about, you know, doing all this stuff to you and you don't want me to put this out, then now I can use you to, you know, because a lot of times they just can't, the devil can't just come out to influence the people. He have to use, you know, use certain people to come with his agenda. Is what I'm saying.
What did it say? What did it say? Satan appear as an angel of light. That's why he come to him as an angel of light. Hey, we can help you. Take you to the next level. You want the house? We can get your family out together. Hey, that's how he come. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. They didn't come with the LGBT. What they come with when they came with the LGBT, they came with a black face. Go across to try to push it to Africa. And they sold it to us. You know, a man can marry a man, a woman can marry a woman. Who legalized that? It was blackface. They understand that they have to use our people to do it.
Yeah. Influence. Black Lives Matter, perfect example. A blackface. People thinking that was something legit, and they look up, it's that homo stuff. Not to go off topic, but that's just an example of what you're saying with the blackface.
And then when we complain about it, like, oh, look what they're doing, they say, no, doing it because they probably gave them shekels. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Man, they done took them shekels, man.
And what I'm seeing them do now is so they'll set up a guy. Let's say, for example, this, usually these rappers be the most famous people in a lot of these cities, man. They get a lot of support. If we say, yo, we got a charity over here, we want y'all to support us, send donations to everybody. Oh, I don't know about that. But let one of these rappers come to your city, it's sold out. You know what I'm saying? $100 tickets, you know what I'm saying? But
Man.
yeah, so they use these so these rappers, I'm gonna come back to that because I don't want to get off topic. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, back to the I heard that before. I can't remember who I heard was saying that about them videotape. But they'll play it back to you. I can't remember who said that.
Oh, a
But
dude was just talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Kevin had said it in the chat. It's the NFT that he put out, Tory Lanez, to get his music to the actual fans, and that's what.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, I broke the code. You know what I'm saying? That's when the labels was like, okay, we need to get this guy. Allegedly though. Yeah. Oh, I got a question for you, man.
One.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. What I'm noticing now, they're not just going after the artists. They going after the whole entourage, because a lot of these artists, like I said, a lot of the neighborhood, they got a whole support, a whole city behind them. So they got something what they call a RICO. Now they got the hip hop RICO. You know what I'm saying? So now when you got this artist that got all this money and all these things, what they're doing is if they involved in some illegal activity, now they got the feds watching these artists and they tapping their phones and all that. So now you got 100 person indictment, you know what I'm saying, based on this one artist, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, for example, the guy Bobby Smurder. Yeah, Bobby Smurder, they busted like 100 people behind that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to think about but I've seen them do it countless of times. But yeah, that's another way they do it, man. They got so many ways, man. But yeah, can you play the Ice Cube video? Because that's kind of in line with what was being said.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna get
We
an
need to
article.
start exposing these people, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna get this article too after this, because you just said somehow how the people basically got a whole community behind them, and they willing to go after them too and all that stuff. Hey, you're right. I got proof of it. I'm glad you said it because it sure slipped my mind. I'm glad you said that. You said the Ice Cube joint?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm waiting for it to come up now. It's crazy. I was just watching this the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was watching the whole interview at work.
Nah. No. It's weird how the names are always changing every like 20 or 30 years. Somebody wants to put a new label on the same thing.
You mean ethnic names?
Yeah. It seems like, you go from this to that and the other.
Right.
At the end of the day.
People of color used to be, reversed 50 years ago.
Yeah, and it's just done to really keep us bickering and chasing these words.
Okay, so
and not really getting to the root of the issues, which are most of the time very common if we really go down to the root of it.
Could not agree more.
Yeah.
But you said it's being done to divide us. Okay, by who? Who's doing it?
Well, who benefits and profits off our bickering in our division? You know, it's like follow the money. I don't know their names, Bill, but if you follow the money, you go high enough, you start to see, okay,
Hold up. They be tripping, acting like they don't know who, just trying to get him to confess. See, this is a smart brother because he know exactly what he's trying to do. Want him to confess, so now he can be in some trouble with them people. Like they be thinking they smart. Bill know who it is too. Heck, it's his people.
you know, this is an industry. Okay, let's take rap music.
Let's take it.
Same people who own the labels own the prisons. So
literally the same people?
Literally the same people who own the labels own private prisons. So, you know, it seems really kind of suspicious, if you want to say that word, that, you know, the records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry.
But they didn't make you write those lyrics.
It's not about making somebody write the lyrics. It's about being there as guardrails to make sure certain songs make it through and certain songs don't. Certain flavors are exposed on the record. You know, some records are made by committee. Meaning record company guys sit around and tell the artists, this is hot, say that, do this. We're gonna have this guy write the lyrics. We're gonna have that. So the narrative is really kind of, you know, structured and really made into what the record company want the record to be, and what the, you know, a lot of artists are frustrated with this kind of music making. You know, a lot of people, you know, feel like they're being controlled by the label. This is how they do it. So you have, you know, the record company pushing the narrative, you know, and you know, so this
Can you pause right quick?
is
Yeah, like he just did exactly what I said that they do. They say, well, we not the ones. How can we make you put out this type of music? See, they'll be behind the scenes playing puppet master, and then you know wipe their hands clean. You know what I'm saying? That's why they always got to use us to do it for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pointing that out.
Right, and he said something key too. How basically the label owners own the prisons too. Or if they don't own it, they got some type of stock into it or whatever. That's key. He said that Benaya sent the video. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna end this with that video that he sent. Cause that'll be perfect with it. But yeah.
Hey, look at this.
Mm-hmm.
It's an article, the Jailhouse Rock, the facts about hip hop in prison for profit. It said right now, three companies, Warner Records, Universal Music Group, and Sony Music Group control around 90% of the depiction of hip hop. At the same time, two companies, Civic, formerly CCA Corrections Corporation of America, and GEO Group own almost all the private prison beds in the USA. What connects these two industries together? Vanguard and BlackRock. That ain't a big surprise.
Say Vanguard.
Yeah, and BlackRock.
Yeah, and BlackRock.
Which are the largest shareholders in both media and prisons. So there you go. It's not a conspiracy, man. It's proof is right there.
Yeah. When y'all get a chance to, all the viewers or whoever this video come across, look up Vanguard and BlackRock and see who that is and what is known for, what they are known for.
Bro, they so strategic. Now this is it's crazy because you can take this all the way. It didn't just start yesterday saying, you know what, we can probably use this for this. Man, this is a 100, 200-year plan. Because if they were utilizing these things, for example, welfare, for example, you didn't got the black man out the house, you know what I'm saying, giving sisters an ultimatum. Do they want a husband or do they want help from the government? You get what I'm saying? So 9 times out of 10, a lot of the sisters in that time took help from the government. When they fought, you know what I'm saying, being ignorant, because a lot of things going on at that time, you know, putting crack in our communities, jobs being redlining, all that take effect. So now all these fathers is going out the household. Perfect now. Now let's start pushing this music out. You get what I'm saying? And start putting these, man, this is crazy.
Right. Hey, that's crazy. Want me to finish playing it?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all I really want to get out of that.
All right. Well, the Carrie out of one just sent this little link. It's from it's called The Secret Mini That Changed Rap Music and Destroyed a Generation. Up under I4. Say again.
Would you say it's called?
It's called The Secret Meaning That Changed the Rap Music. And you know what? I'm about to get it on the big screen. I'm on my phone. I'm about to get it on the big screen. That way everybody can see it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I think that was back in the 90s, right? In
I
California.
think so, yeah. Good looking on that too.
Yeah, they basically had a meeting, I believe, in California where they invited all these top artists, and they basically had to make a decision that they wanted. Well, they was told by all of these labels that they would have to change the narrative of hip hop and music in general to start going towards gangster rap and all that type of stuff. You know,
Yeah,
some
and that
people
goes
walked out. Some
right. And that goes with what we was talking about when we first started. How I was saying music used to be party music, and then it went from party to like conscious music. And from there it went to like gangster music with the NWAs and West Coast connections and
yeah,
whatever else. Like this stuff is real. People don't think so. People just think it's a coincidence. And they just rapping about their life. This, just this, that, etc. Whoop-de-whoop. Like, bro, half them people that rap that never done that job. Half them folks grew up in the dang on birds, man. But the weak-minded, the young-minded, believe that crap. They believe that junk. I'm about to bring it up now so everybody can see it.
yeah, that's
Yeah, this stuff.
interesting that you brought that up. Being that Ice Cube, the one that was just speaking about the agenda, he was one of the group, part of one of the groups that you know, that started the whole
Yep.
NWA gangster rap kind of stuff. And you know,
Yeah,
it's
remember
crazy
that
too,
song?
man. At
Oh,
first,
go
it
ahead.
looked like you said it was the party music. It wasn't always, let's say, positive all the time, but it wasn't like it was now. You talking about hip hop parade? We wasn't talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
shoot him in his head
Yeah.
and
They were
F
talking
his
about
baby father.
summertime. You know, it was feeling good.
Yeah, they had us dancing. Next thing you know, they came with a whole nother agenda, man.
And F the police, F the police. You know, our people get amped off that. They know what they did. 'Cause at that time, they had the Rodney King beating and all that stuff. They might have manipulated. Like you said, the puppet master, they pulling them strings.
People don't understand how powerful music is. Music is the vibration of the culture of the generation. When everybody say, "Oh man, the '90s, I wish everything was like it was in the '90s or back in the day." Think about how it was when we was outside playing and everybody was enjoying themselves. What was the vibration? The vibration was old school. It was, you know, good music. Like, but then when that music started changing, you started seeing the change in the neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? So don't sleep on that music, man. You bring
Mm-hmm.
and some people still want to play that type of music. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, I can live like this, but I can listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Or you got some women that, you know, I don't like to live like that, but I play it because it's, you know, it's fun music. but you bring in a certain vibration into your home and into your vessel.
1991 is when it was. Look at this. Look at the face they got. We know, you know who this is?
Who was that? ODB?
Wu-Tang.
Oh yeah.
This Raekwon right here. That's Ghostface. That's how I knew who this was. I didn't even see ODB. And then you got Jay-Z with his infamous demonic symbol right there. Look at his first line to this. Look at the first line to this rap. Splatter the brain matter of my enemies with the same bullet trajectory that murdered John Kennedy. Like, what kind of line is that? Like, this what they pushing? Splatter enemies, brains and stuff.
That's nothing. That's man, that ain't nothing compared to what they saying now.
Yeah.
Like you say, before they was pushing out the fake gangsters and all that, but now they saying, you know what, we gonna open the airways to all the people that's really doing it. Matter of fact, the people that we want this gang versus this gang, and we'll put it out there on the airways. They talking about killing each other. Oh, we killed your dead homie. You know what I'm saying? And they let them go back and forth, back and forth.
Now they smoking.
Smoking on my dead, my ops or whatever. Crazy, man. They
Yeah,
had what did they say? They had the whole world smoking on what? Tuka. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Tuka. That's what it was. Yeah.
People didn't even know what that was. That was a young 15-year-old boy from Chicago that got killed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, don't sleep on music, man. Hey, that's why I'm telling you, man, that music ain't no joke.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let me read a little bit of this though. People get understanding what this is. Like I say, the topic of it is called The Secret Meeting That Changed the Rap Music and Destroyed a Generation. Goes good with what we are. Down here say, hello. After more than 20 years, I finally decided to tell the world what I witnessed in 1991. When you asked when it came out, 91, which I believe was one of the biggest turning points in popular music and ultimately American society. Showing that it affected a whole society, not just one side, but a society. I have struggled for a long time waiting pros and cons of making this story public as I was reluctant to implicate the individuals who were present that day. So I simply decided to leave out names and all the details that may risk my personal well-being and that of those who were like me dragged into something they weren't ready for. So that goes with what I was saying with Q when Bill was trying to ask him who. He ain't say the name. Just why? Even this person saying the same thing. If I say the names, it's gonna affect my well-being. And they know that job. But let's go down here. The meeting was held at a private residence on the outskirts of Los Angeles. I remember about 25 to 30 people being there, most of them familiar faces. Speaking to those I knew, we joked about the things of the meeting as many of us did not care for rap music and fail to see the purpose of being invited to a private gathering to discuss its future. So these people didn't even like rap music. They're discussing what's going to go on in it. They probably don't even know not a rapper's name. They say amongst the attendants was a small group of unfamiliar faces who stayed to themselves and made no attempt to socialize beyond their circle. Based on their behavior and formal appearance, they didn't seem to be in our industry. Our casual chatter was interrupted when we were asked to sign a confidential agreement preventing us from publicly discussing the information presented during the meeting. Needless to say, this intrigued and in some cases disturbed many of us. They had to sign a contract too. So even a contractor signed a contract. They say the agreement was only a page long, but very clear on the matter and consequences, which stated that violated the terms would result in the job termination. We asked several people, let's get down to the meat. Like, what was this whole thing about? And say the subject quickly changed as the speaker went on to tell us that the respective companies were represented had invested in a very profitable industry, which could become even more rewarding with our active involvement. He explained that the companies we worked for had invested millions into the buildings of private-owned prisons. Get that again. Say he explained that the company we worked for had invested millions into the building of private-owned prisons.
That are positions of influence, that's giving that bread, taking that, selling your people out through the influence.
Yeah. And that our positions of influence in the music industry will actually impact the profitability of these investments. So this
But
brother
your
telling,
influence will be able to help us, have this new, this booming industry, the prison industry, fill them beds up with your influence.
yeah. So just showing proof, like, and when y'all get a chance, y'all can all, get this article and read the rest y'all said. We just wanted to prove to show like what Q was saying is true. Like same people that's owning these labels done invested in these industries. They done invested basically in the demise of our well-being. From us being so ignorant, not knowing anything, and not taking the time to learn anything, quick to jump into something. They know that, so they used it against us. Hey, they're not gonna read these contracts. Hey, just say it's $100,000 contract and they assign it, not knowing eventually we putting our babies and our brothers and sisters in jail through what our message is that we send it, and misleading the youth on a so much, man, misleading the youth. Man, this youth out here is so destroyed. A lot of these rappers just saying stuff that they not doing, talking about drugs they never sold. Like it's so much bull crap. And it's actually, now that we're talking about this, it's actually people that spoke against them. And one person in particular, Pimp C from Houston, what's the name of the group? UGK. He actually spoke on that, how these rappers was lying and trying to act gangster, and they really flamboyant, talking about drug prices they never really was doing. Like, you know what? I got that. I'm about to play that right quick while we talking about it. And that's how they used our kids to go to these prisons as well, through the influence of these rappers talking that bull crap. You got rappers like Rick Ross talking about he was one of the biggest drug dealers in the world. You look up his history, he's one of the biggest correctional officers in the world.
The biggest correctional.
Yeah, like brother, you was a correctional officer. And then I seen an interview, they questioned him about it. He gonna play it cool like I had to do that just for basically talking about he had to fulfill a agenda for, like, you know how people, like when you in that type of drug game in that world, certain positions that you would take just to get yo whatever into that facility or whatever. Like, bro, let's be straight
Yeah,
up.
he lied about it. He lied about it at first, but then when they came out with the picture, he said, "Oh, just gotta realize the play." He was basically saying it like he was doing it to fund drugs but
and like, bro, that's a dang on lie. And if you was like, I don't know his history or nothing, but the point is, a lot of these children not gonna really understand that. And they know this stuff. That's why they use people like Ross. That's why they do that, John. I'm gonna play this Pimp C joint because he exposed them on that mess in the industry. Hated him for that.
it's messed up that we even got to the point where he can't even just come out and just, why you just can't be a correctional officer that's rapping? No, because you trying to uphold his image, and he's upholding that image because he know we're upholding that image. We want our rappers to be drug dealers. You know what I'm saying?
Like we can't be nothing else. You can't be a businessman, rapper. You can't own a Chase Bank and be a rapper. Like, why is it always drug dealers? Why we always got to be every rapper that come out sold drugs? You can look at it like a real, like they say, real recognized real. A person that really been from that world could see, like, bro, you weren't doing nothing. Shut up. Everybody a drug dealer. Everybody a gang banger. Like, we all know everybody from the ghetto is not no gang banger. all of us that be on this podcast, we all from the ghetto, but none of us is gang bang. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying we was perfect out here. Like, we done dib and dab in certain things, but I'm just saying everybody wasn't that. Like, stop lying. Like, sure. Let me play this video though. I'm gonna just play certain parts of it. And once again, if it's profanity, excuse the profanity, but just listen to the message he was saying. And this why, me personally, I think this why this brother was, had his untimely demise, should I say.
See you, they gonna get mad at me. And a fight go with that. You gotta do.
All right. Okay.
Next thing we gotta do is this. You got some people over there that feel a certain way that I might not like how they feel. But that's how I feel. If you want to get mad at me for the way I feel, then gonna get mad at me. And a fight go with that. You feel me?
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not with physical products.
But Pimp C, why are you so mad? It just seemed like you real angry.
You know why I'm mad? Let me tell you why I'm mad. I'm mad because everybody on these records lying. Everybody lying. Everybody's this big D-boy. Everybody's these hardcore gangsters. Everybody gonna do this to each other when they see each other. And the truth be told, we too blessed and we having too much money in this rap game to be going to war with each other.
Right. Okay.
And the truth be told, don't nobody want to fight nobody in this rap game. Because 98% of these dudes is cowards.
You got any?
It's cowards. But he said something real. He said, basically, like, why the heck we even going back and forth with each other? We too blessed for that. Like, and they blessed to make it out the ghetto or whatever they is. Yet they still want to push that agenda instead of standing up for something. Like, that's crazy.
Any specific artists you referring that to?
I'm not dissing nobody, man. I'm just telling you that if we don't clean it up, we're going to lose everything we fought to get, man. Don't you see that the game is fit to lead us out and go somewhere else if we don't straighten up?
Yeah, we see that. We know. I know what's going on.
If we don't clean out our own closet, who going to clean it for us?
All right, so what do you, by you saying that, what do you think needs to be done?
This is what I think needs to be done, man. Come on, man. At the end of these records we listen to, we don't get nothing out of them no more, man. We don't get no social commentary. We ain't getting no kind of knowledge out these records. Everybody just talking about how many chains they got on and how much dope they sold. But the truth of the matter is this, I don't believe you, because I know you do, and I know you didn't sell no dope. And the next thing is this, say, man, I'm from Texas, man. I'm from the game. Them prices that them boys talking about, man, them boys ain't got no prices like that in no Atlanta. And if you do, right now, Brian son where my people at, we'll buy it and flush it down the toilet. We don't support drugs. But show it to me, man, because I know who had on backpacks. I know where they parents they rolled up in Timberland boots in 1998, and they acting like they some big-time drug dealers. Okay?
Okay.
So right now, this is what I'm telling you. Y'all want to get mad at the pimp. Don't get mad at the bun, and don't put the UGK on it. Get mad at the pimp. This is my opinion. This is me. I'm talking. I'm a man. And I'll stand up. And let me say this while I'm at it. All them people that was talking about they want to kill 50 Cent, want to do all that to this man. Hey, man, when somebody really wants something to happen to you, it's going to happen to you whether you want it to or not. And I just saw 50 Cent walk off the stage at the BET Awards with nobody go.
You know what that reminded me of when he said, because he literally had to exclude his Bun B out of what he was saying and take accountability for himself, because it reminded me of what was that group with Flavor Flav? Is it Chuck D? Yeah, because I remember what's the name? He came out and was speaking about, you know, the ish people, and and they had to dissociate themselves with him because he jumped out there with it. And sometimes you might have one brother might have that spirit of truth, but the other brother like, no, we eating. You know, I got a family over here. I can't be, you know, putting my stuff on the line. So it sounded like he was, you know, he like, man, come at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, basically like looking out for his home. We're like, look, this is my opinion. And he telling the truth though. He see the bull jump. Like he said, I know who had the pants rolled up in '98 with the Timberland boots, but now you want to talk about you selling all these drugs? Like, that's true. Like, we see these people like real recognize real. Like, bro, a lot of these folks, man. Like, I think the Most High, this brother said that. Hopefully, during that time, it planted a seed in a lot of people's head at that time when he came out with this convo. There's more to it. I'm gonna continue playing.
Right in front of all them dudes that were talking about they was gonna slap him when they saw him, and I ain't seen nothing happen to him.
So basically, you just calling the game real, fake, and you saying.
And like we said 2 seconds ago, like everybody drug dealers and everybody killers. He talking about that too. Everybody talking about they killers. 50 Cent walking through the dang on crowd at the awards. Everybody talking about they gonna do something to him. Nobody did nothing. Not promoting violence. We not promoting violence at all. But what we saying is we making a statement on all the lies that people doing. They try to push this image and they really not that. That's the point. That's the part we touching on.
And that the music need to go back to some real lyrics. And
this the next thing, man. Anytime an artist in Atlanta makes crunk music and get on a record, they and every record you get on, you lying about some dope, talking about some records. And the truth be told is, look, hey man, if you started being a gangbanger after your first or your second album, you a buster.
Who is he talking about right there? Sound like Birdman and Lil Wayne them. They want to make albums and then become gangsters.
No social commentary to the records. And the truth be told is, look, hey man, if you started being a gangbanger after your first or your second album, you a buster. And these kids out here listening to us and looking up to us, because a lot of them don't have no father figure in their house. And every record you get on, you lying about some dope, talking about some squares. Man, guess what, man? Get off the boo-boo. Get off of it, man. Because if you're going to talk about some squares and talk about the drug game, you need to talk about the bad side of the drug game, too. What about when you get busted and you go to jail? What about when your mama and your wife and your kids is crying because they at home and you in prison in a cell? What about that part of the dope game? Everybody talking about how many cars and how many jewels they gonna buy and how many squares coming off. You know what I'm talking about? But ain't nobody talking about the other side of it. So if you're gonna talk about that, you gotta talk about both sides. And I'm gonna say it again. If you a cartoon character on your first album, you need to be a cartoon character on your last. Because the way we start is the way we gonna finish.
Can't do no more respect that, homeboy.
You go back to that Ozone article and you read every statement I made in there. And if you find a place in there where I lied about.
Yeah, I just wanted to get that just to show like it's people out there that's really willing to speak against that, even though they're in the same industry and you know they do what they do. They speak against the fakeness though. Like a lot of people don't tolerate that junk. Get off the boo.
Yeah, the rap game is the new crack game because like you say, they glamorize being a drug dealer to the point where people, you know, they like, dang, you can get all the girls, you can drive the nice cars. Man, you don't know, man. Most drug dealers is broke, man. They, you know what I'm saying? You sitting in a spot, well, people don't even sit in spots no more, but I mean, you risking your life, you going to jail, you taking L's. The average drug dealer ain't got 2 bands to his name. You know what I'm saying? They might look like it. But yeah, so they glamorize this lifestyle just like the rappers do. That's why I say rap is the new crack, because now they got kids that want to be rappers because they glamorize what? The lifestyle. They're not telling you that really these artists, they stressed out. You know what I'm saying? They can't go in a store and get a, you know, live like a average person. So because they getting all everywhere they go, they're hearing people screaming or people harassing them or, you know, paparazzi following them around. So, you know, they glamorize that lifestyle, making kids want to live that, you know, but yeah, man, that is destroying a whole generation the same way crack did, you know. We was the crack babies, but now you won't have the rap babies, you know what I'm saying? The products of this music that's coming out.
Right. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
what you was about to say?
You got to saying, so I'm looking for this video real quick. Now that you said something about how they want to live the lifestyle that they see, like how you saying the music is the new crack or whatever. And a lot of them is broke. Turk was saying something about that too, though. Hold up. Because Turk was saying, Kirk was saying there was in a video. What was that video? Bling bling or something like that. How we see all this money, we see all these watches and all these cars and stuff, thinking they really got the bitches and stuff like that. In reality, they was broke. And then he showed the video that was fake money.
Yeah.
When Manny Fresh picked up a bag of money, I think it was out of a trophy or a champagne cup or something. It was something. He picked it up out of. You can see a paper bag hanging up where the money came in. I meant to have it prepared, but I meant to have it prepared, but people get the point, man. Like you said, a lot of them is really broke.
Yeah, so they targeted us.
Mm-hmm.
They targeted the young boys at first with the, like what he was talking about, the whole drug. Because now I don't even think they really promoting the whole drug dealer thing no more. They shifted it to just killing. You know what I'm saying? These young boys, they don't care about being no drug dealer no more. It's how many bodies you got. You know what I'm saying?
Be a killer. Dang.
So,
that's real.
So they went to that. It went from the gangster, the conscious, to the lyrical, to the partying, to the gangster, being a gangster. Now it's being a killer. What was being a killer, now they shifting into. It seemed like they focusing on our sisters now, and they would, and they telling these women. I think the girl Glorilla, she was telling girls, be toxic in your 20s. Basically go live your life and have sex with as many people you should. You know what I'm saying? So by the time you get 30, a husband is gonna appear out of thin air and say, "Hey, you ready to settle down?" So now they're targeting our women, our young ladies, our young women with these rappers, these female rappers. Matter of fact, I can't even think of one because I remember back in the day you had the Lauryn Hills, you had the back in the day you had Queen Latifah.
The Queen Latifah.
Yeah, but you can't. Can you name one that you know what I'm saying that don't talk about take a bag and
what now?
sexual content? Yeah, can you think of one that don't talk about that?
They took them women away. Now these women, I'm sure. I really can't. I really don't even know the music like that no more. But the ones that I hear or see or whatever, I really can't think. Dang, that's messed up. Now that you said that, God, dog.
Bro, I didn't. Let me see something. I didn't want to say this. I'm gonna try to be discreet as I can.
They just brought a bunch of. They just got Harley rap. That's what they call it. Well, that's what I'm gonna call it. It's just Harley rap. Dang, now that you said that.
Matter of fact, somebody put out an article. They were showing like the I don't know if it's the Billboard charts, the #1, but they didn't have one guy song on there no more. That's why I said they're trying to move. Now they switching the narrative. Now they targeting our sisters. They trying to,
That's right.
But this so they got these women rappers now. They got a sister, her name's Sexy Red, and I'm gonna be. She got a line in her song. She say, "My vagina is pink and my booty hole is brown, bro."
I'm bad for laughing.
This is what everybody is rapping, right? But you would think kids wouldn't know that though, right? You know what I'm saying? Parents probably keep their kids from hearing that, you know what I'm saying? But check out that last video that that where it say Sexy Red.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to say it. I had to, bro.
Simple and whack it is.
And this is why we ask, is the music industry, is it a weapon against Black people? And we clearly we show you the crack, how they promote crack, how they promote killing, and all this stuff. Now they switching it to, now they targeting our sisters. Be whores, be a harlot. club, have sex. You can be just like a man. You know, better than a man. You know what I'm saying?
And rappers always been whack to me. You had something that could spit though, but I just think like me and Ben was talking about it like a week or so ago. I just think rap is like a masculine competition. I don't think women should do that. Like
That's
you got
competition.
yeah, it's like a masculine sport, should I say?
Oh,
And when women get to rapping, they be masculine as heck, man. You can see some of the women rapping and they get to grabbing themselves down there like they hanging down. Like, bro, why you reaching down there? Like dudes be doing. It's crazy, man. Yeah, I'm gonna play this right quick. You right, Ben. I forgot to play that part. The homosexual Pimp C was talking about that because he exposed how rappers was being caught up in the Range Rover with them little boys. So I'm gonna say it like him. We know the rappers that was in the Range Rover with them little boys.
Now look at the title. It says "Sexy Red goes to her old high school. Things went left." So, like I said, you heard what I said. That's one of her songs. I don't know what matter of fact, the song is called Pound Town.
Yeah, I just looked over and seen it. I'm like, that sounds like his hit right there.
Yeah.
My goodness, that's crazy. That's basically promoting being a rat.
Yeah.
And hood terms for those who don't know rats.
Look, it's only cold steppers on my team. You itty bitty bitches couldn't make it in my dream. Had the city in my pocket.
Yeah. Let me guess, she a blood too?
I don't know, bro.
I just see that because she just throwing up that junk.
I don't know what they. You see how crazy the kids going? How like all these kids idolizing her, and I just told you what she said.
Right.
Vagina pink and booty brown. Pound Town.
Mm-hmm.
What are the young girls when they hear that? If they dancing to that song? What vibration are they taking in?
Right. She promoting. Man.
Look how crazy them kids going. Watch this.
Hey, hold on. Y'all gotta back up. Hey, yo, this is a rap. I told y'all don't come on this court. Y'all came on the court. Gotta shut it down. Everything shut down. Go sit back down. Everybody. Y'all just messed it up. Everybody go sit back down. I told y'all don't come on this court. I told y'all do not come on this court. Hey, get back.
Is that serious?
And they be idolizing them people, man.
Well,
Idolizing them people.
Right. What did the pastor say when I played that first video? You support them, you basically idolizing them. That's Shody right there. She ain't even.
You ever been to a concert?
Nah.
Man, some people be passing out, bro.
Yeah, I done seen it. I understood that. I never went though because I don't like all the people around me and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've been to one concert, man. It was Jay-Z when he had all the people with him. I think I always thought it was ridiculous for me to take my hard-earned money to go pay to see this person. But I think it was this one time, my homeboy, he was like, I got an extra ticket. We about to go down here to Joe Louis. I'm like, bet, when DMX and all them people was there. Method Man, he had a lot of people. But man, people passing out, bro. And you see him chanting. It looked like it almost reminds you of a church. You know what I'm saying? You at church, you have people passing out, chanting, shaking and all that type stuff. Yeah, man, that music, them concerts, something different.
Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy. That don't even look like a girl. They look like a boy. To tell you the truth.
Man, we can get worse, man. It's worse, man. But people already know what's going on out here, man. You know,
A lot of them have talent like that.
it's so bad that I think people understand that what rap is now. I think we can identify, we know what the agenda is, you know, but it's so far gone. It's like you even call out evil anymore? You know what I'm saying? They don't, you actually the evil one for calling out the evil. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can't judge them. Who is you? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay.
That's crazy. That's real talk. That's real talk. But hey, are you wrong for calling them evil? No, because look what they promote. And then people don't know what they do behind closed doors. Like it's stuff they do behind closed door to get them fine riches. I'm gonna get this video because this goes back to with the ritual thing from earlier. I'm gonna play a little bit of it, but this some old crazy stuff they be doing for their riches. Hold on, let me bring it up right quick.
No news, but we
They teaching y'all sons to be killers, gangsters, drug dealers, and your daughters to be whores.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a weapon.
Look at this weirdo right here. The title of this is Rappers Who Were Caught on Camera Selling They Soul. What they do. It's what they do.
It's no news when we say that most rappers have traded their souls with the devil. The rap industry is very dangerous, with countless rappers losing their lives at a very young age. It's as if most of these rappers have traded their souls for fame. Keep watching till the end of this video to see the list of rappers who got caught selling their souls. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Juice WRLD. As part of the new generation of emo rap artists, Juice WRLD was widely regarded as a talented and promising artist. Unfortunately, his career was shortened after he overdosed on drugs, costing him his life. The rapper's lifestyle before his death has made fans and critics believe that he had sold his soul to the devil in exchange for fame. Juice WRLD had constantly rapped about his death, like he knew something was coming for him. In his song, Legends, the lyric said, "What's the 27 club? We ain't making it past 21. I've been going through."
Well, I will tell you that before Crate Hackers, my music organization was The Pits. It was horrible.
Paranoia. Lyrics like this kept on.
That's crazy. The brother said 27. I won't see 21. Like, they know when they get up in this thing, they're not going to go too far in life. With life, should I say. He know he was going to die. That's crazy. And they still go along with this mess.
Popping in his songs, and this became a worry for his fans. I'm getting high before the flight, LAX to the Chi. Memories on my mind, been reflecting on my life. Something don't feel right. Down deep inside, I'm scared of my own demise. I need to confide to the love of my life. It's getting dark outside. It's getting darker inside. As if this wasn't enough, the rapper, while on an Instagram Live, showing his fans how he was doing his final ritual and selling his soul to the devil.
What they call it, the pentagram? Ain't that what they call? This brother over there in the middle of the tetragram or the pentagram or whatever it's called, doing some more ritual stuff. So was that A&R line? No, this on video right here.
Devil says, "Hi y'all, I'm finna sell my soul. I'm gonna hit you up when I'm done."
Alright y'all, I'm finna sell my soul. I'm gonna hit y'all when I'm through. I'm gonna be rich as hell.
This was just the confirmation fans and critics needed to conclude that the rapper had made an exchange with the devil. The rapper took to his Twitter to backtrack his earlier statement and was totally surprised at how many people really believed what he said. Juice WRLD replied, "I'm a God-fearing man. But how do you claim to be a God-fearing man and play with demonic? You're either here or there and can't be in between." I'm not sure if this was a coincidence, neither am I saying it is supernatural, but the famous Lucid Dreams rapper was just 21 years old when he lost his life. And remember, he had said in his music that he isn't making it past 21. This has to be one of the most accurate predictions of all time. Trippie Redd. There's no way the list is complete without Trippie Redd when mentioning unique rappers. Trippie has recently been compared to Lil Uzi Vert and the late XXXTentacion. The rapper best known.
Y'all see a pattern with these people? They all look the same. The weird looking dreadlocks, these tattoos all over their body. This dude look like a dang on, he look like Chainsaw Massacre. Hey, his face look like the Chainsaw Massacre mask. These dudes is possessed, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
You will look at him and say that, but these kids looking at him and saying, you know what, I won't look at that.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. You see the pattern, like how all these young rappers is looking the same, like they pushing this certain image for a reason. It's a purpose. They want these children, and we all know this attack on the little young children coming up. Cause they don't know no better. They grow up looking like this, tats all over their face and all this. They don't understand like all that stuff got some type of spiritual battle or whatever to it. But they don't know that.
You know that what's crazy?
For his
remember that Future song?
Which one?
Percocet, Molly Percocet.
Oh yeah.
You hear that beat? You hear that beat, that catchy beat? You can hear something for the first time. You like, man, what is that? Then you hear it over and over and over. Next thing you know, it's playing in your head. Molly Percocet.
Yeah.
Percocet. Next thing you know, dudes are, oh man, I need a perk. I need a perk. Like, bro, when y'all start saying that? And when do we start popping pills?
Man,
they used to do that.
I was just about to say, not to sound funny, that used to be a white kid drug, popping pills and stuff. Man,
that's how they get
you. I don't know why they think Satan is a man walking around with horns on his head. Satan is the one they're working for. Ooh.
Blend of hip-hop, punk rock, and emo influences in his music has been caught selling his soul to the devil. Trippie Redd's physical appearance steadily gives demonic vibes. The rapper's choice of symbols and appearance are always dark and sketchy. Fans believe that you can tell he's demonic.
You see that chain?
Demonic merely.
See that? That ish people start mixed with a heart.
By looking at him. Trippie Redd has constantly portrayed himself as a demon and has been described as the most demonic.
That's some dark stuff. They get the point though. Look, that's what they doing for their riches, man. They pushing that image. They making a covenant with Satan. Hey, a lot of times that covenant be a blood sacrifice. A lot of time it be their manhood. So yeah. Man, it's crazy out here. They know, hey, man, yeah, buddy. Hey, buddy.
I got a scripture real quick.
Yeah, sure. We ready? Sure, we can get to that part.
This is Matthew 16, and I'll start at 24. It say, if any man, and this is Christ speaking, or Yeshaya, or whoever y'all call, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. So the example to be Christ, that's who we should be living after. I'm not saying that's who we should idolize, but that's who we should be looking at as the example, not these rappers. We looking at these rappers as the example. Like, oh, he got this, he bought a chain like that. Let me go get a chain like that. He got the shoes like that. Let me go get some Balenciagas, you know. But anyway, it say, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it. So, like you say, like we was talking about earlier, you only get one life to live. They trying to save their life by putting themselves in these positions, but at the same time, you losing your life. And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. So you got to be able to deny all that stuff. And we're gonna show how in a minute. It say, for what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world? It seemed like they're gaining the whole world because you got all these people idolizing them and showing their name, You know what I'm saying? They see them with the nice cars, the big houses. You know, it say, for what is a man, what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Well, how much is a soul worth? You know what I'm saying? Like how can you even put a number on that? You know what I'm saying? So let me get another one. This is Matthew chapter 4. Matthew chapter 4. And we know this famous chapter, when Christ was after he got baptized, he went up into the, being tempted by the devil. Okay, so it say, let me go down. So verse 5, then the devil taketh him up into the holy city and setteth him on a pinnacle of the temple. So this is what these record labels doing, these record executives, they taking them to on these high temples, like, hey, you can get all of this. You can get this money. You can have the girls. I have them calling your name and saith unto him, if thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down. Okay, let's fast forward. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world. You can have the whole world and the glory of them. He's showing Jesus Christ this and saith unto him, all these things will I give thee if thou wilt fall down and worship me. First off, the devil, he got another short time anyway. Satan got a short time. So he ain't got nothing. Then saith Yeshua unto him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. Then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. He chose a side at that point. That's what we all got to do, is choose a side. And not just speaking against, the rappers, because when you start following that type of music, you following the same direction that they going. It's a cult, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I want to read. But yeah, just to show that, Satan gonna come to all of us at one point of our life. If you want to sell your soul, hey, a soul is always high on the market.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all gonna have to make a decision very soon. I can feel it.
Yeah. And people I gotta understand too. Satan ain't just gonna come to you in the music industry. He'll also come to you in these streets. These drug dealers, for instance. How you think they getting high rankings in the drug world? It's some type of covenant they done made with Satan. And I'm only talking from a selfish, personal, not saying I just sat there and but me being young, not understanding, I'm thinking this man, is a good plug, quote unquote. I done, dib and dabbed in the world of drug dealing, and advanced in it. Like there was a point I had like 5 cars in front of the crib, a bunch of shoes, clothes, and all that stuff. Not knowing that was Satan blessed me with that crap. But I think the Most High, he had something better for me and took that junk away from me, because me personally, my flesh wanted that, like fast money, nonstop. But my spirit didn't want it. I used to always tell my homeboys too, like, bruh, it's messed up. I remember this like yesterday. I always used to tell them, like, it's messed up. I'm messing up somebody else's life just to get a few dollars. Like, that's messed up. And then I used to always say too, like, man, I don't even want to. My homeboy Jamel used to always say this. He used to say, like, Mike, you can't do this forever. Like, man, when you gonna get out of it? I wanted to get out, but it was like I was kind of deep in it and I didn't know how to get out. So that was like me crying to the Most High, not really noticing the Most High had a different plan for me. How did I get out? End up catching a charge to a point where I was about to spend a few years in prison over it. Thank the Most High I made it out of that situation, but from that point on, I haven't sold not a dude, I haven't even sold a cup of Kool-Aid. I stopped selling everything. Shoot, I don't even want to sell stuff out this house trying to move to another country. It might bring up flashbacks. I know. But no, that's just my little testimony. People gotta understand selling your soul ain't necessarily just music industry or something like that. Disobedient to the Most High is selling your soul. going against your brothers and your sisters selling your soul. You know? So yeah, that
When
was
you
just
had them 5 cars, what was you playing when you was riding around? What you had bumping?
man, what we playing on TV, not none of these young dudes, but I was into the West Coast stuff. I used to play a lot of wicked, like gangster music, like Sibo, Yuck Mouth, the Jack of My Figures. Uh,
Into
you
that
know,
Oakland rap.
yeah, I was more on that side. I wasn't really too much into like the Gucci Man and all that weird. I wasn't no drug addict, so I couldn't listen to no drug addict music. I was a drug dealer, so I listened to drug dealer music. You know what I'm saying? So and that's not to promote nothing like for the youngest whoever come across it. That's not to promote that. You're just showing the what comes with the lifestyle. Like Pimp C said, you got these rappers talking about, yeah, I sold this, I sold that, I was the biggest drug dealer, but nobody tell you the outcome of that. There's been a time some dudes tried to jump me on the side of my mama house. You know, somebody tried to, they tried to get me. Praise the Most High. That Judah was blessed with good hands. Not bragging about that either. That's just a situation. That took place doing that. You can get hurt. You can go to prison. Hey, you can even die from this stuff. And I think the Most High made it out that situation. That's just my testimony on that. Don't listen to these rappers misleading y'all talking about that's what it is. That's not what it is. It's many kids, it's many, many people that's in this world for real doing that type of stuff, that gangster stuff, that drug dealing stuff. It's many of them wanting to get out that stuff, but don't know how. But you got these idiots sitting here promoting that junk like that's what it is, trying to bring people into it. I remember I used to always say, because I used to hate what Lil Wayne and Birdman them stood for with all that fake gang banging crap and all. I used to hate that junk. I used to always tell me and my homeboys, we used to always talk about it like, if I ever catch them in the city, I'm robbing them. I used to always say that junk. Like I used to hate what they stood for. I hate that whole gang bang culture, period. I hate that. Yet alone, like drug dealing, I hate all that junk. Like I said, I just thank the Most High, man. He took that crap away from me because that could have been my demise. To a form, it was. He was giving me signs here and there. Like I say, people trying to jump me on the side of the crib. It been a time I just went and copped some whatever whoopty whoop and feds jumped behind me. They was looking for my man's brother, but just so happened I look like they end up following me. I'm running from them. I'm running from the police in the old school or whatever. The Most High was giving me so many signs, but at that time I was so blind, cloudy, always high, drinking. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see it until I finally got arrested that one time, and I knew what it was. And I think the Most High recognized it again because I usually get arrested and go right back to it. But thank the Most High that last time I seen it because I felt in my heart deep down this was the last chance I had at life. Like the scripture you brought out, like if you get this whole world and lose your soul, you know what I'm saying? Like and that's what I was looking for. I was trying to gain the whole world. And it wasn't really where I was losing my soul at the same time. Like I say, that I felt like that was the last chance I had in life. That I put that stuff down that last time. Like I say, that's just my testimony to the youth or whoever come across just trying to find a way out. You know.
I was just thinking about yeah, so the world, I think once you see the world for what it really is, then you can make a conscious decision on you know, I think it's the want for them believing that the world it has something good for us. I think that's what's destroying it. We realize what the world is for what it is. Like, I don't want to be a part of that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think doing these type of, doing this type of thing is important. I hope and I pray that it don't fall on deaf ears. I hope, you know, I hope it go across somebody, you know what I'm saying? Well, look, I got this one more scripture. This is John 15 and 18. It say, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love his own. But because you are not of this world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. So you have to look at this world as the most wicked, most ugliest, evil thing. Because what? Who's in charge of this world right now? Satan. You know he's in charge of this world right now. Of course, he doesn't have authority over the Most High, but dominion was given to Satan because we can see that because what did he do? He took Christ up. He had to have some type of authority to take Christ up on the temple and show him all the kingdoms, hey, you can have this. So if Satan's in charge of the world, how can we be successful or progress in something that's evil? You know what I'm saying? It's not possible. It's not possible at all. So we have to make the conscious decision. Hey, and don't get me wrong, we have to make a living, but it doesn't mean you gotta be you gotta be on the Forbes list. But I had this reason I addressed that because I always had this conversation with a lot of people, former Bible believers. They'll say, "Oh, you can't demonize for trying to be successful." And it's the Bible say what it say. It is what it is, man. This world ain't got nothing to offer, but what is always offer? Death and destruction. I mean, look at the artists, and look at the neighborhood. When we were selling crack, what happened to the drug dealers? You seen it take an effect on them. At the end of the day, they get either dead or in jail. And then what happened to the neighborhood that they were selling the crack to? See the effects of that. Look at the rap. The rapper, he's either dead, in jail, or strung out. Look at the effect that he had on the generation or the communities. But yeah, so is the music industry a weapon against the black community or black people? I think we've proven that in every way. Yeah, we prove that in every way. Like you said, it showed our young boys to be, they got gay rappers now, you know what I'm saying? So now they going on a whole nother thing, man. They got a dude that's a gay crip, homosexual.
Not the other day.
Oh yeah, so they got something for everybody. Pick your poison.
Oh man.
Then they had the stud girl. Remember, young MA.
Oh dang, you're all about that Jim Jones sister. For real, I forgot all about that one. But yeah, we done covered a lot with this one, man. Hey, most high willing somebody come across this who looking to get into that world and really see this not what it is. Because it take a lot to, man, I'm sure it take a lot. I never been in that world. From all the evidence that's being presented before us, we see that's not the world you want to be in. So yeah, most high willing somebody come across this video and dismiss that thought from their mind of wanting to do that rapping stuff. Hey, rap for the most high. You know what I'm saying? Don't rap for Satan, rap for the most high. Because at the end of the day, who gave us these gifts? The most high. So, that junk crazy. Hold up. I'm gonna get this scripture right quick. Now that I just said that. 2 seconds. I'm trying to remember where it's at. Ooh. 2 seconds, y'all. 2 seconds, y'all. Okay.
Remember, go ahead, my bad.
You good? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, if you ain't got no more videos, yeah, we can go ahead getting these scripts anyway. Sure, we ain't got no more video. You finished with all your videos?
Yeah, I was just thinking about. I'm trying to see if this is the same one that Ben put up. This one I just thought about.
Yeah,
It's
with
not.
dude.
It's not really a long video. It's just. I really was thinking about. Yeah, he was just showing proof that private prisons and the music industry. But I was thinking about Lear Cohen when he was on. He's one of the panhandlers in the music industry. But I think Charlemagne asked him something on a Breakfast Club. What did he ask him? I'm trying to remember.
He said, how it go? He basically was asking about how he feel like you don't got no conscience about promoting that type of music, some of that nature. And he basically replied, hey, I got kids to feed. You know what I'm saying? It was some of that nature. I forgot exactly how he asked him.
But yeah, it's just further proving. So you had some scriptures you want to bring up?
But yeah. I got some scriptures now. Yeah. Because like I was saying, the Most High blessed us with these gifts and talents or whatever. And he blessed us with them to praise him, not to promote some bullcrap music or whatever the heck they want to call it. I don't even call that junk music, bro. Yeah, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 137, verse 5. I start at 5. It's basically going into what we're supposed to do with our talents. It say, if I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy. So basically right here, David was saying, if I can't sing for the Most High and represent the Most High with my talents, I will just let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth, basically close my mouth. He won't sing at all. And that's what these artists need to understand. If you can't do nothing righteous with your talents, don't use it at all. Because what they doing right now is promoting a bunch of wickedness. And the Most High is not. And the Most High ain't too happy with that. Got let me get another one. After this one, I got 2 more scriptures and I'll be done. And this Mark 8, starting at 36, basically showing, like we was showing how they was talking about they sacrificing to the devil and all that stuff. Well, we gonna see what Christ say about that. Okay, you sold your soul to the devil. What did you gain from that? This Mark 36 or Mark 8, or starting at 36. It say, for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? So when they doing them sacrificing them rituals, what are they, you know what I'm saying? What do they give to Satan in exchange for that soul? And what are they gaining during the midst of all this? It say, verse 38, whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my word in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed. And when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. So Christ basically telling them, okay, you doing all this, you basically ashamed of me in the Most High. So basically at the end of the day, what you're going to gain is eternal hellfire. You ashamed of me, I'm ashamed of you. You're not making it to the kingdom. How do we know that? Not verse, my bad. Matthew 19:23, because it said, what do you gain? Say this what Satan give him right here. Matthew 19, starting at 23, it say, then said Jesus unto his disciples, verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. So that's what they gain. They gain riches. You know, they gain material things, big cars, big houses, bank accounts, black cards. But what Christ say, the rich man ain't getting into the kingdom of heaven. And again, I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God. So it's easier for this camel to go through the city than for a rich man to get in the kingdom. Why is that? Why is that? Because in order to get it, why I say it's easy for a camel to get in the city, the camel, in order to get through the eye of the city, you will have to take loads off this camel because the passage was so narrow. and they used to travel. They put all their loads on this camel, but it'd be bulky, it bulk out. So that you have to take loads off to get in this city. The rich man don't want to drop them loads. The rich man want to keep all his glory and all his riches in this world. So since he don't want to drop his load, he not getting in the kingdom. This the last scripture, 1 John 2:15. It say, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And we see that with a lot of these artists. They get up there talking about thank God for this, thank God for that, whoop-de-whoop. But you thanking God for worldly material stuff. So we know that the God of the Bible is not blessing that just from the scripture. He said, love not the world nor the things that are in the world. You just received a word, award. That's a worldly treasure. The Most High not blessing that. It say, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. What's the lust of the flesh? You got the women, the drugs, the parties, the lust of the eyes. Goes back to that, the women, and stuff of that nature. And the pride of life. What's the pride of life? Big houses, big cars, platinum albums. I got this, that, etc. That's the pride of life. But it say all this in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but of the world. And the world pass away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of the Most High, the higher, abideth forever. So while they sitting here holding on to them treasures in this world that pass away, they gonna pass away with them treasures that they holding on to. Because they don't want to get rid of that load trying to get into the eye of the city, which is the kingdom. And that's all I got.
And it's crazy. Almost feel kind of bad for them artists too, man, because they looking at all this stuff that they can gain. And it ain't like Satan gonna just, he might let you be in possession of it, but he gonna dangle it over you for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because you be like, dang, I did what you said do. You told me to do this. I did 3 albums. I done promoted all this for you. Like, nah, I need you to do something else for me. You know what I'm saying? I need you to wear this purse wherever you go now. Or I need you to dye your hair blonde and start, doing this. Or I need you to date this one of these Kardashians. You know what I'm saying? Or I need you to start promoting marijuana, to get everybody, want to smoke weed, and we're gonna start putting dispensaries everywhere.
Exactly.
But yeah, your job is never done with Satan. That's like why you said that's why a lot of these dudes, man, they the 60s still touring. Be like, dang, man, well, sit down, OG. They
Man,
can't.
Isley Brothers. They about 100 years old.
Yeah. Satan dangling it like you almost done. You just need one more thing, and you're done. You can retire. I don't know who retired. I don't know who retired from the music industry and lived good. I don't know.
That's why when you just said that, I just did just like, dog, I never heard nobody say I just retired from making music. Tina Turner, I guess. But check this out. Tina Turner, I don't even think she retired. She just gave up her US citizenship. She don't even stay in this country no more.
And we talking about the actual producers of the music. We're not talking about the consumers. We're not showing the effects that it have on our communities, mindset of our children now. You go to an average city in America now and go sit there and just watch. Go to your local hood, or there's no community no more, man. There's no more community. And that's from the vibration of this music, man. It's a weapon to destroy it. When we was kids, you go outside, play, go down the street, play, all that. Nowadays, man, that's like messed up, man. But yeah, that's much it.
Yeah. I praise to the Most High, man. Most High willingness fall on somebody who, like I say, pray fall on somebody who's struggling with that thought of wanting to get in that industry, and they see this message that we're trying to present and come out with their thought or their decision. End of the day, man, that music ain't what it used to be. It's so tainted now, and it's to the point to where they not even hiding the taintedness no more. It's in broad. It's in the open. Like they don't care who see this wicked stuff they pushing no more. So like I say, Most High willing, just help somebody out with their situation, and that's all I got.
All right. It was a good one. Shalom, man.
Yeah, Shalom. We gonna go out with this music, man. We're gonna go out with a bang. Go ahead and get that there.
Christ said in Mark 8:34, whosoever shall come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever shall save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. For what shall it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
I'd like to return to the classics.
They wanna be famous, famous. They want the women, fast cars, and riches. They wanna gain the whole world and lose their soul. So they wanna be famous, famous. They want the mansions up in the hills. They don't want salvation from the Most High, so they can live. They selling their souls for material riches. Yeah. You give them the truth, they don't even wanna listen. Nah. They popping bottles like it's all good. Yeah. But some of these cats never make it out the hood. They end up being a sacrifice. A sacrifice. Because you're worth more when you're dead. You got a lot of friends when you got money. That's right. They only around to help you spin up your ends, yeah.
Revelations 2:9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So you see what I'm saying? We rich, man. We already rich. You know what I'm saying? But you got some of these cats, they'll sacrifice their mama, you know what I'm saying? The one who brought them in the world for money and fame. You know what I'm saying? Tell me how crazy that is.
They wanna be famous, famous. They want the women, fast cars, and riches. They wanna gain the whole world and lose their soul. So they wanna be famous, famous. They want the mansions up in the hills. They don't want salvation from the Most High, so they don't know that the truth can really help set them free. They already rich than they could ever be.
That's right.
With the Most High's wisdom. Yeah. But they won't seek and they won't see. They don't want eternal life. No, they want everything in the physical realm. But this is Satan's kingdom, and he's out to destroy and kill.
That's right. Matthew 19:21. Yeshua said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. So come follow Yeshua. You know what I'm saying? I used to be one of them ones that wanted to be famous back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But I found out what was really going on. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High saved me from myself. I went into a deep depression at one time because I wanted to be rich so bad and famous.
They wanna be famous, famous. They want the women, fast cars, and riches. They wanna gain the whole world and lose their soul. So they wanna be famous, famous. They want the mansions up in the hills. They don't want salvation from the Most High, so they can live.
I was headed down the wrong road, you know what I'm saying? Selling my soul, and lead other people the wrong way. But thank the Father, he saved me from my own destruction. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of these cats, man, be more afraid of Satan than they feel the Most High. You know what I'm saying? They must don't know that this world about to perish. You know what I'm saying? They starting all these world wars and all that. And these cats worried about a dollar that's about to collapse. You know what I mean? Seek the Most High and the kingdom.